How's it going? Welcome to another Theorycraft. In this one, we're going to be talking about the build called the Sniper. This one focuses on using the musket and just pumping an insane amount of damage out of this thing. It is extremely squishy. You have basically zero defenses. This is just going to rely on you sitting back, sniping, and just doing an insane amount of damage. It's kind of self-explanatory how you would consider this build. Like it kind of plays how you'd expect it to. So we're just going to get straight into it. First, we're going to be talking about the musket, as this is the primary thing we're going to be using. And on the sharpshooter side, we're just picking up called shot just so we can push to powder burn. Powder burn is insane. Make sure that you are getting all the points here, and then trying your damn best to land headshots with this thing. It's really, really good if you land that headshot. The overall damage you get from this thing is just something that you cannot ignore. A lot of the passes we're picking up are just sort of there to do a little bit of extra damage and get a little bit of cooldown reduction so that we can spam some more of the powder burn. I'm also going to be picking up the shooter stance, as I find the whole point of this is that you're sitting back, so I think it's quite safe to say that you can use the shooter stance a lot in this build. You don't really want to be using this, obviously, when people are near you. You're just going to want to kind of run away, make sure you're at distance, and that's where the Rapier comes in. You're mainly just going to be focusing on sort of sitting back, doing a lot of damage. However, the Marksman here as the passive for the shooter stance is insane. You end up reducing the musket cooldowns by 25%. So basically you're going to be spamming powder burn, then you're stopping power, then you shooter stance, and then you reset those, do it again. We're picking up Sniper as the ultimate here. I mean, obviously, since the class is called Sniper, this is clearly the one we want to go with. This just increases your headshot damage, gives you that zoom, allows you to sit back and just snipe like you were meant to. Now, on the Trapper side, we're going to be picking up the Stopping Power. This is going to allow you to have that little bit of knockback. Having a little bit of CC is obviously going to be extremely helpful for your teammates. In a lot of situations, like in war, you can set up a lot of plays for your team. I went with the full upgrade here so that we can get the extra slow. Now, the passives I picked up are Assault on the Wounds and Back It Up. Now, the Assault on the Wounds is just going to give you that bit of extra damage. However, the Back It Up is the one of importance here. This one is going to give you some increased movement speed when an enemy player is within 8 meters. We're also going to be picking up Hustle. This is going to give you some increased movement for 3 seconds after a dodge. The combination of these two is going to allow you to just sort of get out of any trouble when people start getting close to you. You just need to dodge roll and get the heck out of there. I decided to also throw in Tactical Reload, as I find this is a very, very fun passive to use. Even if you're just sitting back, you can kind of dodge roll after every single shot, shoot a little bit quicker, along with being able to dodge any incoming bullets that people might be trying to shoot at you. Next, we're going to be going over the Rapier. So the Rapier is mainly used for its Grace Tree. I mean, we're only picking up Grace Tree stuff here. This is all about the maneuverability, trying to get out of there, and it also scales really well with the musket, as they share the same attributes of dexterity and intelligence. So yeah, we're picking up Evade, Riposte, and Flesh. We're going to be using Flesh to get out of a lot of situations here. I decided to fully upgrade it simply for those situations where you might be in open world, there might be some sort of mob that's nearby that you can quickly just tag, kill, and then dash through it, get the reset, and then do it again. That's the quick lunge there. I decided to get the Interruption just as I find the extra damage is really good. But there basically isn't really much in the blood tree that we really want. Everything in the Grace tree is going to be needed and very useful for just sort of being as mobile as we can, getting out of a lot of sticky situations, throw Riposte whenever people are going to be attacking you, get that extra stun. You can switch to the musket right after, quickly land a headshot, whatever you need to do. But there really isn't too much to talk about here. It's just about the maneuverability and the evading. Next, we're going to be talking about the attributes. Now, the attributes, you pump everything into Dex, the rest into Intelligence, and then we're getting 1 point in Constitution, as we don't need the extra mana after dodge. In the Intelligence tree, we're not using anything that uses mana, so I found it a lot better to just pick up the health consumable bonus here, as we're quite squishy, so the consumables are definitely going to be the thing that helps us stay alive. Next, we're going to go on to the armor side. Light, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. We're not really focusing on any CC here. This is purely just about doing as much damage as we goddamn can. and the light is going to do that for us. All right, thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is kind of like an interesting build that I think we're going to see naturally in the game anyways. I've definitely seen the Rapier and the musket combo before. I just decided to do my theory craft on the combination and sort of how I might play it. I really like the idea of the shared, dex and intelligence scaling. This is definitely something I was considering when playing the beta. I actually tried it out a little bit. However, I was playing on the West Coast while I'm in sort of like East Central player, so I found having a really high ping ended up making the musket shot really hard to land. There were so many times where it's like it should hit, but then it doesn't. When I was on the East server, I didn't have as many issues. So, I mean, come full launch, I'm definitely going to end up trying something with the musket out. This was something that I was, excited about seeing in like war situations. I think this could be like so much fun, just sitting back and sniping, and just getting tons of headshot damage and just allowing your teammates to push up and do a bunch of follow up on your knockback with the musket and everything. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, please feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be posting more of these theory crafts as much as I can before launch. After launch, I'm going to try and do full build guides. As new weapons come out, new weapons get leaked, any information like that, I'll try and do theory crafts with those weapons as well. Yeah, so stay tuned for more. Have a good one.